Hi everyone, welcome to Embellishments on the 11th. If you were with me for my live yesterday at 4, Friday at 4, I made some little postage stamps using this Festive Post stamp set that's Stampin' Up's. It's available August 4th by Stampin' Up. And I said I might be using them soon in a future video. Well, I did. Let me show you what I did last night after the live and this morning a little bit. I made stamps. So I still have, if you want to see how we made these, this one, this white stamp tree, this stamp embossed tree with the stars, and this deer, but I added the stars because this is called a two-step stamp. And what we learned last night is this little tree colors in the tree on the top of the car. And these stars actually go on, which I didn't know last night, they actually go all over the antlers. So I have some more ideas for that since I just figured that out today. And someone last night had requested I do the broom, so I did, and here's what I did with them. I put it on paper pumpkin with crushed curry, and I stamped them in, I think, soft suede. I had colored them in with dark mango melody, but I changed it to pumpkin pie, and I added mango melody to the brooms, and I just stamped "Wishing You a Happy Halloween," which is also in the set. This paper that I used for this one and this one is out of the new Plaid Tidings paper collection by Stampin' Up, which I showed in my unboxing haul, so I'm not going to go through it now. And then these pumpkin pie rhinestones are out of the holiday rhinestones, which are in the annual catalog. And the ribbon I use is new also. It'll be available August 4th. It's called embroidered ribbon. It's a natural open weave, 3/8 inch wide, and I thought that went really well with it. So there you go. And you can just, I put it on pumpkin pie. It's light enough you can write on the back. So this one I put on basic black. We had stamped it in gorgeous grape. These are available in the mini catalog starting August 4th. They're black pearls, but they're iridescent. They're black iridescent pearls. And I put Winkostella all over the black cardstock because I should have used, you probably can't even see that. I can see it, but yeah, probably not. And then this ribbon's in the annual catalog. It's carried over from holiday 2018. And it's called the Glittered Organdy Ribbon 3/8 inch. So that's available now. Okay, so this one uses the same paper pack as this, called Plaid Tidings. And this deer we stamped last night on crumb cake with soft suede, and I just added the little stars on its antlers in crushed curry. And then these are cherry cobbler rhinestones out of the same pack, the holiday rhinestone pack as these. And I backed that on garden green because I think that's what the color is in here. And this is available now also. It is the braided linen trim, 3/16 inch, and I always forget I have that, but I thought it went really well with it. Okay, so then this one is just on Whisper White. This is one I just stamped. It's like this, only I stamped real red on Whisper White. I decided to fold it and put it onto some designer paper. Now that paper is out of the new, available August 4th, 'Tis the Season. And you can see a bigger piece of it there. And then I just folded that in half, and I used the To From stamp in the set and put that inside. And then this is actually Just Jade, because I think this background color might be Just Jade. I'm not sure. But I didn't have the shaded spruce ribbon, so I went with the Just Jade ribbon and left the back blank. This one's on shaded spruce. This is also out of the same 'Tis the Season paper pack, as is this. This is one we did last night with the flap that opens. And I used the little circle out of here, which is the Tasteful Labels dies. It's part of the Tasteful Touches bundle, I believe. It's in the annual catalog, and I cut out one in real red, but also I stamped Merry Christmas from this set in real red on Whisper White, and die cut that and put that on the inside. And then these dots are, oh goodness me, I used them on a couple cards. They're out of this All the Trimmings Embellishments pack, and you're going to see, I'm not going to bring it out every time, but I use the stars, the white and the real red out of there on several of these. Like the next one, this is a little bit longer tag. This one we did last night also on real red. We heat embossed it with white embossing powder, which is not showing up shiny, but you could see it last night. I don't know. And we did this one last night too. I stamped a little tree in Shaded Spruce and the Merry Christmas in real red. And here's where I used the star, some of the red dots, some of the white dots, and on the Shaded Spruce I stamped with Whisper White ink. There's a Whisper White craft ink, which is a pigment ink. I stamped a little snowflake. I made an all over design with the little snowflake. And then this ribbon is Snowflake Splendor ribbon. It's just an iridescent white ribbon. And it's actually iridescent, it's not really white, and it's 1/4 inch. It's a little stiffer ribbon than some of the others, and I paired it with a red ribbon that I think is retired, but you can use any red ribbon, like the sheer red ribbon from the new catalog that's coming up. I could have used that as well, but for some reason I still had this one retired ribbon here. Okay. Here are two that are the cars. Again, I used the snowflake with white. I heat embossed Enjoy the Season. This is the one last night that people were laughing at me because I didn't get it quite lined up right. And I said, well, that'll be all right. I'll make it look like snow. So that's what I did. I used my chalk marker. I just went over the white areas with it, and I put some little dots on the tree to make it look like snow, and a little bit on the car fenders as well. And this is a piece of plaid. Now this one is not out of this pack, it's out of the trim I forget, 'Tis the Season, excuse me, 'Tis the Season. And this is also out of that, and it sort of looks like road to me. So I punched the circles, and I didn't punch them, I die cut them with these 2 circles out of the Tasteful Label dies. And I went around the edge of this one with my Shaded Spruce Stampin' Write marker, which is out of the Many Marvelous Markers kit. They're dye-based ink markers. And then I just put Enjoy the Season in Shaded Spruce, and 3 Shaded Spruce gems out of the Holiday Season pack. And again, the braided linen trim, because I thought that kind of went with the brown on the car. The car is stamped in soft suede. Both of these are that we did last night. And this one I didn't do the 2-step stamping, I just colored it with Dark and Light Just Jade alcohol marker Stampin' Blend. Okay, this one is out of the 'Tis the Season paper pad, the same paper that we used on here to make that, and I backed it on Whisper White so I could stamp the 2 from back there. And I just had a little piece of red, real red scrap, so I put that behind it. I bumped this up on dimensionals and used those same dots to put the star and the 2 little blings. And again, this is the retired red ribbon. This one, I took a piece of Whisper White. Oh, and I'm forgetting to show you the punches. This one with the wider slot is the, I forget, oh, Scallop Tag Topper. It's in the annual catalog. Looks like that. And this one is the Delightful Tag Topper. It has a circle at the top, also in the annual catalog. Delightful Tag Topper. And on 1 or 2 of them, I don't know which, oh, this one for example, I used the Detailed Trio Punch. I just rounded the corners with this, oops, sorry, and punched the hole with the oval, and that's what I used for that one. I think I used that for one other one. Yeah, I did the last one. So this one I used Balmy Blue and Night of Navy to stamp snowflakes all over. I zigzagged the iridescent ribbon behind it, and we had done this and this last night. This is on Balmy Blue, stamped in Night of Navy, and then I just put, I stamped this in Night of Navy, which says "'Tis the most wonderful time of the year," and put that on top. And then I did use the polka dot tulle ribbon, which is in the annual catalog as well. I could have used the iridescent again, and I might go back and put some Night of Navy bling, which is out of the holiday catalog too. Okay, so here comes this one. We heat embossed in gold the deer on crumb cake. So I thought, what am I going to do? So I pulled out Very Vanilla, and it just looked too bland. So what I did is I stamped all over Merry Christmas in Versamark, heat embossed it in gold, bumped that up on dimensionals, and then used, I'm going to change this out for a little bit longer piece, the Very Vanilla with gold metallic edge ribbon. It's in the annual catalog. So that's how I did that one. This is the first one I think I did. It's on Real Red cardstock. This is just a stamp out of the designer paper, the 'Tis the Season designer paper. It's the same paper as this. And I used the pine tree punch that someone reminded me of last night, and then one of the little stars, but then these are Real Red rhinestones that are in the annual catalog. And I used this this gold ribbon is in the Christmas Time is Here, and I think if you search on it you can still find it on the website. It was like a suite of products that they offered last year that I think is still out there last time I checked, and I have an R on there because I thought it retired, but I'm not so sure it did. And then this is that retired red ribbon. So that's how I did that one. And then the last one's a littler one. This one I used the detailed trio punch again. We had stamped some Real Red on Whisper White postage stamps. I again cut out a pine tree, this time in shaded spruce. I think this one's in garden green because that matched the background better. And another one of the little stars. And then these little snowflakes are in the new mini catalog. I think they're just called, here we go, adhesive back snowflakes, and they're in like an iridescent, and they call it Just Jade, but that's even iridescent, and I used the ones that said Just Jade, and that's how that looks to make it. And I heat embossed right on the tree Enjoy This Season in white embossing powder. So those are my embellishments, and like I said, I still have a few left that I didn't get around to making anything with yet, but I will be using them. I'll probably make just a few more tags. Now these can be used as tags, or they can be used on cards as embellishments, which I might do with some of the smaller ones. And then like maybe, I don't know, I'll have to see about the Halloween ones. But some I might use just for Christmas, especially, you know, they're like the ones that have To From on them and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that. We have quite a number of people in this collab, so please go check out their wonderful creations. I'm always in awe of what they make for embellishments. So yeah, be sure to check them all out. If you're interested in any of these products, the link to my web store is down below. But like I said, the Festive Post stamp set is not available until August 4th. The postage stamp punch is available now, and there's another stamp set that goes with it that is available now. In fact, I believe these are a bundle called Posted for You, so you get more stamps even. And even in the Festive Post, there's some love and flower and bats that I didn't even get to, but I tried to use all the other holiday ones so you could get a feel for it. I like the way that word love is written. So, and then you could even use it with Sending Love Your Way, right? Something like that, or this love and that love together. So yeah, you get more bang for your buck, so to speak. All right, everybody, I have to go. I will talk to you again soon, and take care. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.